Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm horribly behind on my end of month videos because I haven't showed you my empties for December and in fact November, so I thought I wanted to do that quickly this morning. I have got quite a few items. Let's dig in and show you what I finished up in the last 2 months. I finished up a Soap and Glory hand food hand cream. It's been on the go for ages, along with a couple of other smallish tubes of hand cream that are all finished or about to be finished. I didn't like this. I've talked about Soap and Glory before. I find a lot of their products extremely overrated by YouTube vloggers, and I suspect product placement because I simply can't understand the glowing reviews that people give of these products, which seem very, very ordinary to me indeed. They're not exactly expensive, but they're not super cheap either, so I simply can't understand the devotion for a lot of people to this brand of kind of comparable brands. I think Body Shop do much, much better with very similar products. So that's a bit simplistic, but I mean, this particular hand cream, it was okay, a nice medium thickness hand cream. I didn't feel it sank in particularly well. It doesn't contain any sunscreen, and I didn't like the fragrance, which was a bit of a no-go for me. I don't know, I think I must have been given this or got it in a goodie bag because I can't think that I would have bought it after smelling the fragrance, but I've heard people rave about the fragrance, so that's a very personal thing. Anyway, no more Soap and Glory for me. I also used up, and this has taken quite a long time, one of two fairly straightforward day creams I bought and used through most of last year. One was by Aven and had an SPF, I think 25 or 27, rather bizarrely. I've nearly got to the end of that. And then this one by Simple has an SPF of 30, UVA, UVB, broad spectrum. So this was a very cheap or relatively cheap day cream. I liked that it was very hygienically packaged with a pump action, very simple packaging. I have to be honest, I didn't feel it was tremendously moisturising, and I think there often is a trade-off between high sunscreen and the cream feeling moisturising, and possibly the best thing to do is to wear sunscreen individually and put that over your moisturiser. But I, for convenience, really like to combine a reasonably high broad spectrum factor with my daily moisturiser, because I'm likely then to be putting on underneath my makeup other layers. So yeah, I mean, I guess I could have combined this with a serum, and it was fine. I've used it. I wouldn't buy it again, but I do think, particularly for the price, I can't tell you off the top of my head how much it cost, but I'm pretty certain it was under £10. It was a good value product. So what else? This is a repeat. Mitchum's, you know, is my favoured deodorant. I seem to go through these. It's an antiperspirant, actually, as well as a deodorant, with depressing regularity. What I would say is they've changed the top, so it now doesn't have a removable cap. I mean, it's just, as you see, you spray. And I found the spray became a bit unstable as I got towards the end of the can. So I'm not a fan of the new packaging, but I have repurchased, and I do repurchase regularly. So what else? MAC. I bought this Cleanse Off oil in a nice little travel size. I think I bought it because I needed to make my bag up to 30 quid or whatever to get free postage, and thought this would be a good travel size product. And I've used it primarily for makeup removal when I've been travelling or on the go. I liked the packaging. The bottle has this, you kind of screw it to empty, so you can press down and then you can click it into place so it doesn't leak all over your makeup bag. I'm not I'm a moderate fan of cleansing oils. I prefer a balm, but I liked this. Very nice fragrance. Did well for a first cleanse of heavy makeup. I wouldn't have used another go with it to do my second cleanse to get really clean, because I did feel the oil needed cleansing off with, a micellar water or, a second cleanse. But overall, I did quite like it. I'm not sure I'm going to purchase again. The best thing about it was the smell. It had quite a fruity, sweet fragrance, which I did like. I'm very, very swayed by fragrances. This one I will repurchase. Good Genes Treatment by Sundy Riley came with that big bag of goodies I got for £150 worth of purchase from Space NK, and I showed you in a video back last autumn, I think. And I have to say, I've liked all the products so far that I've been working my way through. This is basically a serum, I would say, although you can use it on its own. It's, I think, one of her well-known products. Again, I really like the fragrance, quite fruity, but I did feel it immediately felt moisturising and plumping to my skin. This tiny little tube lasted ages. It was so lubricating as you put it on. I only needed the tiniest dot. I was just amazed. It was like a magic kind of Narnia type tube that I think this lasted me about 2.5, 3 months. I wasn't using it every single night, but I was using it a lot. Now, it would have to last well, because I've looked at the prices on the website and it is not a cheap treatment, and I've got other things to use up before I purchase the serum. But this will definitely be a contender. I did like it, and I thought it made a difference. What else? I finally used up this sad little number, which is a Dermalogica. I can't even tell you what. I squeezed the bottle so much. The Multivitamin Power Recovery Mask. Quite a tingly cream wash-off mask. I liked it a lot when I first used it. I got a bit bored of it over time. I'm not going to repurchase it, but it certainly gave you a lot of bang for your buck. It lasted a long time. Again, you only needed a little to get full coverage. And yeah, I won't say it felt like the most moisturising mask. I didn't think it made a huge difference, but I don't know. I haven't been very good with masking. Now, I have tried to start masking more regularly, and this brand, I bought a bargain pack. It cost quite a lot, but a trial pack by Karuna when I was in the States from Sephora, and I will say I do feel these masks make a difference. They're these cloth impregnated ones with holes in for your nose and your eyes, and they're serious business. I mean, you've got to put them on for about 15 minutes, looking mummified. So it's definitely a spa night in, not a quick job before you go out. And I use the antioxidant face mask and the hydrating face mask. I liked both of them, and I felt both of them definitely felt immediately hydrating, and the effects certainly lasted into the next day. So they're expensive, but I don't... If you use these very regularly, would they make a big difference? A lot of bloggers say, especially for dehydrated or maturing skin, masking is the way forward 2 or 3 times a week. I never really have the time to do it more than once a week, and frequently not that often. Witness the fact that I've only just used these up in November and December, when I've had this kit since July. But one of my New Year's resolutions is to mask a little bit more frequently, and I will be using up the rest of the masks in that value pack, and so far I've liked them a lot. I used up, or was used up as much as I was going to, this Rock eye cream. Again, you can see the tube is falling apart. It was the Retinox Correction eye cream. Rock products, I think, are well priced, particularly for retinol added creams, but I don't know, I didn't really feel this made a huge difference. It lasted for ages and it was just going off a bit, so I wouldn't repurchase that one. You know that I love these polish pots to get your nail varnish off. This was a cheap one. It didn't work nearly as well as the Nails Ink or Sephora ones. It was a lot cheaper, but purchased something similar, I guess. I've talked about the Deep Sleep bath spray from This Works, which I like a lot. This was the bath soak. It was okay. I mean, I used it up very quickly. I felt you needed quite a lot, and I'm not sure I would purchase it again, unlike the spray, which I rate very highly. Few odds and ends. I should show you this. Laura Mercier. What are these called? Eye Basics is what it's called. Sounds very boring. It's a cream on a Dauphin wand. This was one of my use up by the end of the year products, 10 of them, and I regret to say this is the only one I got through by the end of the year. I'll do another video on what happened about all that. I've got 2 more of these Laura Mercier Eye Basics to use. I do like them. I do recommend them. I use them instead of an eye primer, and they work for me and they last for ages. But more of that anon. And I think, apart from a few toothpastes, that's it for the last 2 months. So a couple of interesting products there. The masks, and particularly the Good Jeans. Very impressed by and will buy again. And I shall speak to you again soon. Bye for now.